Goddess Girl 2 here, July 31st, 2007. I know it's been a long time since I've been on this channel, but let's get into what I want to say because nobody gives a fuck anyways, and I'm wasting my time making this video anyways because nobody, and I mean nobody, will comment down below telling me how they feel about Jessica having the hex and explaining how it works and stuff like that. So let's just get into it. Jessica has the hex. Now everyone's pissed off and writing on Twitter about, why did the fans vote for Jessica? Why did they give Jessica the hex? Are they stupid in the head? Okay. I said this a lot on Twitter, and I'm going to say it on here. And I've said it on Surviving Big Brother on my Facebook group page, where there's photos and info and spoilers if y'all want to know all about that. We didn't pick Jessica for the hex. Big Brother production, they all picked Jessica for the hex. Just like they gave Paul the 3 weeks of safety. Now this show is not really a reality show, but then again, how is any TV show really a reality show? Because they really, want things to happen certain ways, so they put certain people in the house to start certain things on purpose and want things to happen the way they want it to happen, and then we don't ever get to see the DR's sessions live because the producers are feeding them information, and that's why they always tell the house guests, you are not allowed to talk about your diary room sessions with other house guests. Reason for that is not because they don't want them to say stuff that they said in the dining room, but they don't want them to spill the beans about production said this or did that or blah 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 blah. And just like they always tell them, you are not allowed to talk about production. The reason why they say that is because they don't want people talking about production and how that works and portrays and how they don't want us to know the behind the scenes and stuff like that. But if you get the live feeds, they know that the live feeders will print screen and videotape and spoil everything, and they can't keep that hush hush. That's why, in my opinion, what I think Big Brother should do on the show is do it like Survivor. Make it where it's all recorded. And we know nothing that's going on until after the show is over with. Then, but what they should do is have recorded live feeds. And if people want to see recorded live feeds, they can do that. And it'll be like, no matter what camera they choose from the 4 that you've picked, you have recorded video on those cams. And they can pick what they want to see and stuff. Especially have recorded after dark so that, even though that's live after dark, they should, if they're playing a video game during after, they know when after dark is on. So they don't have to play the video during after dark. They should play the video like after dark is over with or before, not during. And if they are going to do it during, do what Showtime did and record during the day for those many hours and then show us that. Because, yeah, we may have already seen it on the live feeds for the people that have live feeds, but the people that don't have live feeds, they bank on that after dark. And if you don't show that, and you show rerun shows from CBS, then we get annoyed. Just an idea. Anyways, let's go and talk about the Jessica hex. A lot of you me and Evil Dick has been on Twitter explaining this over and over and over to you guys about the hex. You guys keep tweeting Evil Dick about. So, if Jessica uses the hex, then Paul can play in HOH. So therefore, Paul can be HOH again and send Cody home. Okay, you must be one of the people that didn't listen to Julie Chan, or didn't listen to how the hex works, or didn't listen, or don't watch the After Darks or the feeds. Because if you did, you would understand what the hell is going on. Even on CBS, they even said, Jessica, you have won the hex. If you choose to use it, you can only take you or another player off the block. If you take that person off the block during the live eviction show, then nobody goes home. And yeah, it didn't explain that if nobody goes home, if the HOH person is still HOH or another Paul thinks that if she uses it, then he gets to put up 2 new nominations and they go home. And one of them will go home right away, like it's a double eviction, but not really a double eviction. I think that's a good idea, Paul, and they might be using that in the near future. That's why you shouldn't have ideas like that, because Big Brother may steal them. Just like you can't say show and a man's together, because Dr. Will owns that, and every time you say it, he has copyrights to it. And every time you say it, he gets paid for it. Now, I don't know if he still has copyrights to that, because then you have to pay each year, and he might just finally say, fuck it, I don't need it. But until I get confirmed on that, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say it showing a man's, because then it's not considered copyright, and he won't sue me and want money for it. Anyway, so how the hex works is, if Jessica on the left, because Julie even said, let's see if Jessica uses the hex tonight on herself for her and Dominique, or whatever her name is. And then when the first person started going to DR, she's like, oh, apparently she's not stopping it, so therefore the votes continue. So basically, before people vote, she can stop it by saying, hold up, I have the hex, I want to use it, and then nobody goes home. Which, in my opinion, I think that if she uses, it should be like a veto, and if she uses the hex, a veto with a twist. In my opinion, I think if she uses the veto, or the hex, excuse me, then the person, if she uses it on herself, then she gets off the block, and since there's one person left, which in this case would be Cody, then I feel that Cody goes home because she used it on herself. If she says, oh, I want to use this on Cody, then she'll go home. That's how I feel the hex should work. But the hex works like this. So it doesn't matter who she uses the hex on if she's up there saying, I want to use the hex on me. That's fine. But Cody is safe too. That's why she kept saying all week, me and Cody are safe. Both of us are safe. But Paul is like, no, that's not true. They both can't be safe. Actually, technically they can't. Because if she uses the hex on this live eviction, then they're both safe. Nobody goes home. And then you have wasted an HOH. People think that just because she uses it, he gets to play an HOH because his HOH for the week was invalid. That's not true. He still doesn't get to play HOH. So if she uses it, Paul can't play for HOH. So he's fucked. And you guys are thinking, oh, it's so stupid. Why did he put them 2 up? It's going to mess the game up and it's going to be a dead week. And the next week, if they don't win HOH, they're just going to be on the block again and go home and blah, 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 blah. Because he wants to flush out the hex and make sure there's no more hex. Jessica should have kept it to herself. Then, I don't know. I think the reason why she said something is because she was hoping he wouldn't put him up. She was dead wrong. That's just my opinion on the hex and how the hex works. So Jessica doesn't use hex. Paul is not doesn't get to play HOH. If Jessica doesn't use the hex, Paul still doesn't get to play HOH. But if Jessica is smart, just get it over with and send Cody home. Because if you don't win HOH next week, Cody's going home anyways. So what's the big deal? Do you want the money or not? But Paul did tell her if she uses the hex, she's going home next. But if she lets Cody go home, then they will save her for 2 weeks and then send her home. So therefore, he can send Mark home next and then just be like, fuck it, you're going home, Jessica. Or lie to her and say, I need somebody as a pawn. I told everyone not to vote you out. They said okay. And then just vote her out. You know, make it easy on her. But anyways, that's just my opinion and how the hacks work and my thoughts so far on Big Brother. Josh is fucking annoying and I want him to go home. But I rather tolerate him than Matt and Raven throwing shit on each other and wasting all this food because they think, oh, I didn't waste my money and pay for all this flour and baby powder, which I don't know why they have baby powder, and all this soap. I didn't pay for that. Big Brother paid for that. So I'm just going to waste it because they would just buy us some new one and replace it. What if Big Brother says, fuck you, Raven and Matt. You want to throw flour and shit on each other? Well, then I'm not replacing it. And then you piss off the whole house. Because if I was in that house, I would not leave any of my shit in the bathroom or anywhere. I would keep it all in my suitcases. And I would, in my bags, and let nobody touch it. And if someone starts wasting stuff, I would take it and hide it so they can't do that. Or if they take my stuff and start wasting it, I will take theirs and hide it. And use theirs. And not let them use their stuff. Use the stuff because that is just wasteful. Not cool. It's not funny. And Raven screaming like a little 5-year-old saying, stop it, man. Stop it, man. Oh, man. Let's go to the DR. We gotta talk about this. Like, Big Brother, stop him. Like, shut up. If you're going to put stuff on him, then he should have the right to put it on you. Payback's a bitch. If you can't take the heat, then don't dish it out. And don't whine about it and bitch and complain and go, and scream every time he does it. Because that is annoying. Anyways, I am going to get going. I will talk to you guys later. I don't think I'll be seeing any comments from y'all because y'all don't give a fuck. So my new outro will always be fuck off. Or no, fuck you.